Aisha, let me tell you about Stonebwoy. He's about to release an album called Angloga Junction.
Okay.
He will release that on the 27th of this month.
That should be BIM.
I know. Relax. So Stonebwoy had this album put together, I don't know, different countries. He has like so many people on the album, all the way across, the globe.
Wow.
Yes, that is an interesting bit of the album. But the surprise, though, is that Stonebwoy is actually, here, kind of. Okay, he's here, or he joins us via Skype to talk all about Angloga Junction. Stonebwoy, if you're there, let me say BIM.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, that's Stonebwoy. Aisha, I told you Stonebwoy's here.
BIM.
So let me see your lighters up, everybody. All the BIM Nation fans gather around because the BIM Nation boss is right here to talk entertainment right here on Joy News Prime. Yes. So, Stonebwoy, what sets this particular album apart? Angloga Junction.
The name on its own, is interesting to me, for the fact that we have come this far, having gotten a lot of experience from, the works that we have done, learning from the best and pushing ourselves to do the most and the best that we can as well, creative-wise. So we decided to put this album together and give it an identity that will actually stand out. So when you hear Angloga Junction, you begin to wonder, wow, because it could have been called something else. But Angloga Junction, there's an Angloga Junction everywhere in the Volta region, in Kumasi, in the north, and it's the Anglo people, when they settle at any point, they have to put their identity on it. So that's the kind of thing that I'm just giving an identity to this album, because it's different actually.
I'm curious to know, why not Ashama Sakasaka Park, where for 6 years you've held some interesting concerts there?
One of the biggest
Thank
concerts.
You very much.
Yeah. Ashama to the World concert.
Absolutely. Why Angloga? Because it has a deeper meaning. It represents a people. It represents an ethnicity. It represents a language, for me. Because first and foremost, I'm an Anglo boy, and literally a number of songs on the album, you hear me speak the dialect even more. I think this album has had me speaking more of my dialect. So this is the time that we have to actually be proud of ourselves. I mean, like I've always been, but continue to sell, Africa to the world from wherever we stand from, or from wherever we come, And I come from Angloga, I'm a Voltarian. I'm not trying to be tribalistic, but at least, when I'm not trying to be tribalistic. I feel like we all have to be proud of ourselves, and out of that is the only time we can all unite, because if I understand who I am better, I can understand somebody else.
And you can relate better. Yeah. I think I agree.
But why the specific people, though? I've seen Kerry Hilson. Interesting one there. I'll talk about that. Kojo Entry is in there. Nasty C is also in there. And Zlatan from Nigeria. Why all these people? Why did you choose to go with these people?
Thank you. These great artists, I should say, have been carefully selected for the masterpieces that they have been delivering over the period of time, be it new or old. Kojo Entry is a legend by all standards, as far as I'm concerned. I used to sing his songs from day one before I even got the opportunity and the honor to have to work with him. So this takes you back into the high lifetimes. It takes you back into legendary or Ghanaian culture, Ghanaian music. And then Nasty C also is new. But this also takes you all the way into South Africa, because it's one of the biggest artists right now, from that end. Not because he's big only, but because the album is structured in a way that we want to capture and captivate, so as to continue to promote Ghana and our music as well, and the brand Stonebwoy as well, into the corners of the world as we go and as we grow, and as we do this musical work as well. So you find Kerry Hilson also super amazing talent, you know, from America.
Yeah.
Super songstress. You guys will be, you guys are here to see the stuff. Beautiful song we did. And Zlatan as well. If you hear Besse,
and talking
Zlatan.
about Kerry Hilson, how did you get connected? How did you connect to Kerry Hilson? She's an amazing person.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, I've been a huge fan of Kerry, you know, and getting to know Kerry as a friend has actually even got me to respect and taught me a lot, you know, because the Western world is where we all seem to look at and copy from. But some people are actually real, you know, and I, like I always say, I don't choose popularity over quality, you know. So I'd always go for the best of the best when creating such musical pieces. And also, you can see Diamond Platnumz is on there, one of the biggest artists from the eastern part of Africa. Yeah. And you can see Shiv is also one of Ghanaian-born European artists who is doing it big amongst the diaspora, you know. So I put him on the Good Morning song. And we carefully tailored this album to suit certain markets whilst we don't veer away from originality and creativity and quality. That's how we did it.
Wow. Interesting. But guess what? Israelite is also waving at you. He says, BIM. Easy.
Bim.
Let me see your BIM sign, Easy. Do you know the BIM sign?
Bim.
Do you know the BIM sign?
But Easy, what do you make of all, the likes of Kerry Hilson, putting all of them together in one song?
It sounds like a massive one. And,
do you know Kerry
I'm looking forward to getting to listening to... Yeah.
Aisha doesn't know Kerry Hilson.
Me.
I
don't know Kerry Hilson.
Sing one of Kerry's songs.
Please. Let me talk to Israel.
Aisha doesn't know about Kerry Hilson?
No, I'm just asking. I was just curious whether you knew Kerry Hilson.
Can you sing any of Kerry's songs, Easy?
Yeah, I know Kerry Hilson.
All right.
Don't put me on the spot. I'll
Never thought that I'd be in love like this.
So you knew you were coming to sing, so please don't put us on the spot.
Oh, okay. Stonebwoy still there. Stonebwoy, do you have a favorite among all the people that you featured on this recent album?
Yes, one of my favorite songs. I find it very difficult to choose, but currently, the last track is a reggae song. It ministers to me, you know, at this point in time. It's called Strength and Hope, you know.
Okay.
So that song is right. Every song is a favorite of mine, but this song ministers to me right at this time, at this point in time. You know, for me, when I put together music, these are like my properties. These are like my kits. These are my products. I can hardly say I like Kojo more than I like Ama. You know, they may all have different qualities that define them and make them special, but you can hardly choose, you know, amongst your kids. Yeah.
But many are wondering why Sobolo is not part of your selection.
Exactly.
Sobolo has been released as a single, and it belongs to us. It belongs to Ghana. It belongs to the world to consume, and you guys have access to it. But the rest of the songs on the album, they were all meant to be fresh songs, you know, that you guys haven't heard. I know people put together songs over a period of time. They release the songs and then they put it all back together in an album. I have done that before, but in 2000 and my last album and this album, I think I didn't do that. You know, I had taken time to make sure you guys can have something very fresh to listen to when you collect the album. That's how I did it. But Sobolo is you can go out there and enjoy. It's one of my favorite songs as well. Something different and soothing.
Yeah. But Stonebwoy, do you miss performing on stage? You know, coming on stage with all the patois, you know, BIM Nation, I don't know what I'm talking about.
My dear Pam, watch around, Becky.
Yeah. You know, Stonebwoy, boy. Do you miss all of that?
Oh my goodness.
Do you miss all of that?
Yes, I was right in the middle of a tour when the whole pandemic blew up, and then we had to call off and postpone all the shows to further notice. So I mean, I'm feeling it, you know, I'm feeling it, you know what I mean? So, but the most important thing right now is to obey the protocols, physically and spiritually get closer to the Maker, you know, because we're passing through this earth. Nobody's going to live forever, regardless. Whether you die by corona, you die by fever, whatever it is. So whilst we take precautions and pray that this one leaves us physically, we have to also use this time to meditate and get closer to the Maker as well. Yeah.
Easy. I present to you Stone Boy.
Right. So for me, So for me, I have an axe to grind with the wife Louisa.
Okay.
Louisa.
Bring it up here.
Oh yeah.
She makes you up.
I'm gonna bring it up here. So just Stone Boy, just my regards to your wife, Louisa.
Okay. You guys have something in common. Yeah. I get that.
I think I found out 2 days ago. You made a post and I saw your wife did something and she's called Louisa. So that struck me. I'm like, wow.
Oh wow.
His wife makes him up from home.
Stone Boy, we'll be looking forward to one of the virtual concerts because we want to see you performing all by yourself. So we'll be enjoying it. Yeah. And thank you very much, Becky, for bringing us showbiz.
Thank you. But before I leave, I think I want to break the ice here right now. I'll make you guys know that on Thursday, the 23rd, before the album comes on the 24th, we're going to be having something like a virtual concert with an interview intense, you know, on Joy Prime. Okay. So everybody tune in and get ready, you know.
We wish you all the best, Stone Boy. Stone Boy, bim.
We love you, Stone Boy. Thank you so much.
And that'll be it for those of you watching on Joy Prime. News continues on Joy News.